Hello everyone, welcome to Be a Pythonista. In this video, we will be looking at some coding examples of how to write classes, how to create objects, how to call methods using the objects, what are the attributes and all those things. So let's get started. Before starting, I'm assuming that you might be having some basic knowledge about the Python, like what are the data types, how to write if-else conditions, how to write loops, how to write methods, and those basic things. If you want me to start from the Python basics, then let me know in the comments. I'll try to cover up the basics also. So let's get started. For this example, I'll be taking the example of fan because fan is a real life object with which all of us are very familiar, and I want you to understand the concepts with real life objects. So I'm creating a file here and I'll just name it fan module. And remember, we are creating the objects of fans. Basically, we'll be creating a fan and trying to simulate it. When it comes to any objects, it has two important things. One is the attributes of that objects, and the another is the functions or the actions of that object. Okay, so we'll be creating fans, and if we look at fan, what are its attributes or properties? So for example, color could be one of the attribute. Fan can be of white color, black color, blue color, or whatever. It may have a brand name. These are just attributes, the values of our fan or the properties of it. What else it can have? It can have maybe number of blades. It can also have size of the blades. Fan can also have a speed, and it can also have state, maybe like on or off. At what are the functions or what are the actions the fan can take? So one thing is we can either switch it on or switch it off. We can also change the speed, change or regulate the speed. Okay, so let's go ahead with these two functions and these parameters. So for any objects, for any object, you have to first identify their attributes and then their actions. In Python, the creation of class is very simple. You just use the keyword class and give the name of the class and the colon. That's all. So here I'm not defining anything. I'm just creating a blank empty class. No attributes, no functions, nothing. It's just blank empty class. Nothing is there. So how it will work? Let's see. I'm opening Python console here. So I'll be using Python console so that I can dynamically, type the code and execute it instead of clicking on run again and again. So I'll be importing the module here from fan module import fan, and let's create an object fan1 equal to fan. So this is how we create the object in Python. We give the name of the class and then we give the parenthesis. This is very similar to how we call a function, but it's not a function, it's a class. And when we do like this class or this particular syntax, it creates the object and returns that object, and we are naming that object as fan1. So if you see here, now we have the fan1 object, which is the object of class fan. Now this fan1 object is not having any attribute. Okay, let's say if we say brand, it doesn't exist. It says attribute error because it is not having any attribute. It's a blank empty object, nothing is there. So we can give the values or we can assign the attributes during the runtime. So the object is already created. Now we are assigning the attributes to it. So let's say brand is Pythonista and color is, let's say, black. Okay, so now my fan1 is having these two attributes. But if I'll try to do any other attribute which is not there, then it will say attribute error. We can see all the attributes by calling this function called as dir, and I'm calling this on my object fan1. So it will give me the list of these attributes. You see, the brand and color are the two runtime attributes which I assigned to this object. This is one way where you can create the object and you can assign the attributes or the properties to that object in the runtime, or after creation of object you can assign the attributes to it. So now let's say if I create another object, fan2, now fan2 is again, it's a blank object. It is not having any color or brand, but my fan1 is having a color because I assigned to it, right? So wouldn't it be better, like while creation of the objects, those attributes should also get assigned automatically? In order to do that, we have to implement a method here called as underscore underscore init method. This init method, it is one of the magic method, or it is also called as dunder methods. So any methods which start with a double underscore and ends with double underscore, these are called as magic methods or dunder methods. Another category of this method is that it is an instance method. Why instance method? Because it is taking self as the first argument. What is self, what is magic method, what is instance method, we will discuss more in detail in next videos. But for now, just understand these terms. These are called magic methods or dunder methods or instance method. Instance method because it is taking self as an argument. We have a lot of magic methods in Python, and we will try to cover as much as we can. And these magic methods are actually the backbone or the actual soul of object oriented programming in Python. We will see more details about these in later videos. For now, just understand that init is one such method which can help us in initializing the object with certain attributes. For example, we wanted that our object should have color. So let's say color as none. We wanted that our object should have a brand, number of blades, size of blades, speed is on. So I have assigned these 6 attributes, or I have put these 6 attributes inside init method. This self, it actually represents the object itself. I mean, like we had that object fan1, right? So let me start the Python console again. I hope the font is visible. If it is small or big, let me know in the comments. I'll try to change the size of it. Okay, so now I'm creating another object. Object creation is same. So earlier if you remember earlier when we did fan1.color, it gave me attribute error because at that time the attributes were not defined. Now if I say fan1.color, it won't give me attribute error and the value is actually none. It is not printing because it's none, but it is there. So all these attributes are there now. If we see the dir of it, you can see these 6 attributes we have defined in this init. So now my object is having all these attributes. I don't have to dynamically assign it, but I can dynamically change the values of it. For example, here fan1.color is none. I can say fan1.color is, let's say, black. Now if I say fan1.color, it will give me black. Let me create another object, say fan2. Fan2.color is still none. So now no matter how many objects we create, it will all have these 6 attributes with the default values as none. And it doesn't mean that you cannot assign dynamic attributes now. You can still assign dynamic attributes. For example, I'll just, let's say, abracadabra. Now, if you look at the dir of fan2, first dir of fan1 and then dir of fan2. So you see both objects we created using init. So they have those 6 attributes which we defined in init. Plus this fan2 is also having one extra attribute which we defined at runtime. So the use of this init is during the creation itself, you will have all these attributes assigned to that object. And later, if you require, you can dynamically assign more attributes to it. And this fan1 or fan2, this is what this self represents. Now, wouldn't it be better, like instead of giving none values, we should have some default values to it? So instead of this none, maybe I can give some values here. Let's say black, Pythonista, number of blades 3, size of plate, let's say millimeters, speed as let's say 0, and this is okay. So this I have taken as boolean, Since I have made the changes, I have to again import it. So I have just copied it. Fan1 equal to fan. Now if you see the value of fan1 dot color, it will be the default value which we have given in the init, which is the black color. So no matter how many objects we create, they all will have those default values. So you see here now my class is like a factory or a mold in which you put some raw material and the finished product comes out. So no matter how many objects we create now, all objects will be different and each object will have same attribute or same attributes, and the values of those attributes will also be same. All will be like black color with 3 blades, 0 speed, off, and 1200 millimeters size and all that. So this is the advantage of using the classes. It creates the object of our custom defined type. Classes are basically our custom defined data types. So I have defined a data type fan and we are creating objects of it. Let's say we want to go ahead one more step and customize the creation of the object. So maybe I don't want my fan to as black color, I want it as white color. Of course I can change it here. Now it will be white. But wouldn't it be better if I can do that while creating the object, not later on dynamically? So in order to do that, we can give some arguments here after self, because self represent the object itself, right? So after the self, we can define some or we can put some arguments here. One of the argument is color, then brand, number of blades, size of blades, speed. I'm not taking is on here because obviously when we are creating the object for the first time, it should be switched off. So by default, I'm just giving it switch off. I'm not taking it as an argument. And whatever the name of argument which we are giving here, it need not match with the actual attribute name. It can be anything. For example, here I can give it as blades. And here I can just say cell dot number of blades is equal to blades. And cell dot color is color. Brand is whatever the brand I am passing. Size is whatever the size I am passing. Similarly for everything. Speed. Fan. Now while creating the object, I can pass the values of those parameters. For example, color is black. Brand is, let's say, Pythonista. I want 3 blades. Size of blade is, let's say, 1200 millimeters. And speed is 0. So now my fan1 object is created with my color as what I have given, which is black color. Or the size of or the number of blades is 3. Now let's create another object. In this I want the color as white with 5 blades and I want 1400 size. Fan 2 and fan 1 with this. Yeah. So now you see I have created two objects now. One is fan 2, one is fan 1, and both I have created with different parameters. One is white, one is black, number of blades are different. So you see now this init is kind of acting like with custom arguments. We can give whatever values we want while creating the object, and it will create those custom values objects, or basically it will have those custom values for those attributes in that object. Now let's go ahead one more step. Now wouldn't it be better, like I don't have to pass all this? Let's give some default values to for these arguments, and whenever we want a variation, for example default value could be black and 3 blades, but we don't have to tell that when we want a default object. We can mention it only when we want a variation in the object. So we can give some default values here. So here I'll give a default value as black, brand as, let's say, Pythonista, blades as 3, size of blades is 1200, speed as 0. So now if I'll create the object, the default objects will have, the default values of this object will be whatever we have mentioned in the arguments here as the default values. For example, let's say color is black. Now let's say I want to create another object fan2, I want to keep everything same, but just change the color. So I'll say color equal to, say, white. That's all. I just change the color. Remaining all values will be same, whatever we have mentioned here, only the color will be white. Okay. So fan2 dot color is white, whereas my fan1 dot color is black, which is the default value, because for fan1 I did not pass any value. For fan2 I just passed whatever value I wanted to change. So I hope with this example you now know that how to create a class, how to define their attributes, what is a dynamic attribute or a runtime attribute, how to create objects with default values, how to create objects with some parameterized values here, and how to create some objects with the variation in the values. So we have tried all these combinations here. If you see, this is like, I mean, the way I see it like a factory where you are telling the factory like, I want this product in this variation, and it is giving you back. These are just, so that's what the object is. If you imagine in that way, this class is like a factory for me, and I'm asking it to give me a object of this this fan object with this color white, and it is giving me that. So that is all for this video. In the next video we will see the functions or the actions. We will see more about how this init works, how the self works, and all these things. And those who are thinking this is very basic, so for them I want to say that I'm assuming that you have zero object oriented programming knowledge in Python. So I'm starting from the scratch, starting from the zero. Those who know object oriented programming, even for them there will be something new or something exciting in the upcoming videos. Thank you.